God jul, my lovely friends! I hope you are ready for yet another episode. And we are going to talk about my favorite holiday movies. So, Christmas movies and the Christmas holidays. For me, they just go hand in hand. And I don't know about you, but I think today, following, after the big day, I think that is the perfect time to just get all cozy in the sofa with family, friends, a loved one, and watch a movie or two or three. The funny, or I don't know if it's weird, but I tend to watch the same movies over and over again. I don't know why. I mean, there are always a few changes, addition here and there, but basically I always love watching my good old Christmas favorites. And since this is a Christmas calendar, an advent calendar, I thought I would just share my own personal favorites. So guys, this might not be the fine dining type of movies, and I don't feel that Christmas is the time, at least for me, to watch those kind of movies. I'm mixing it up, but I love watching feel-good movies, quirky, childish movies, funny movies, and a little along that line of genre. So guys, without any specific order, here are my favorite movies to watch during the Christmas holiday. So guys, let's start with the goofy ones. And the first one is actually one of my all-time favorites. I mean, it's weird and funny, but I cannot go a Christmas without watching it. And it is The Grinch, or The Grinch, Christmas is Stolen as the Swedish title. It makes me laugh so hard every time. I don't know, maybe I have a bad sense of humor, but it's just a favorite here for us, both me and Magnus. We always watch it every Christmas, and sometimes if something happens at another point in time, if things get bad or we're tired, irritated, and we want to get off this goofy state of mindset or energy, we actually do an interpretation of The Grinch. Hate, 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 double hate. Loads entirely. Yeah, that's what we do. It's weird, but I love him. He's so funny, and it also makes us laugh at different points during the rest of the year. So, number 2 on my goofy list is Elf, starring Will Ferrell, and I just love that guy. I think he is so funny, and also he is married to a Swedish woman, which should just basically automatically make him a good guy. Anyways, the movie, I think it's funny, it's quirky, it's really childish, and figuring out the end is not hard. Nonetheless, I really recommend this one, preferably with a bunch of friends, eating candy, laughing, talking, and having a good time. So another thing I love watching during the Christmas holidays are trilogies, series of different kinds, but preferably the more fantasy adventure type of series or trilogies. For example, Lord of the Ring trilogies, or Harry Potter, which is, I don't know, is it 8 movies or something? I just love watching them during the holiday. And I don't really think they need any further introduction. If you haven't seen them, by any chance, just go and watch them and you thank me later. So then we have the family movies, as I call them, or for me actually, it's more like movies that reminds me of my family or that I watched a lot with my family. So number 1 is an oldie but a goodie. It's Father of the Bride. And I don't know what it is about this movie. I watched it the first time as a teenager, and I don't know, it's something about the father, as played by Steve Martin. He kind of reminds me of my own dad. I mean, they sort of have a little similar appearance, but he is goofy and he is clumsy, and I'm sorry Dad, but you are really clumsy and kind of goofy. Also, Steve Martin plays against Diane Keaton, which I love so much. I think she is amazing. And I just love seeing those two interact in this wonderful family movie. So, number 2 in this category is a movie called It's Complicated, and it sure is. This is also starring Steve Martin, but instead of Diane Keaton, we have another favorite, Meryl Streep. I just love seeing those two interact, and the favorite thing with this movie is it makes me laugh, and I love seeing how the character played by Meryl Streep, how her character develops throughout the movie, and I just think it's worth watching. And then we have the lovey-dovey stuff, because I just love a good love comedy. It's just a feel-good movie. I can't help myself. I have to watch them. So the first one is an older one. It's Can't Buy Me Love. If you haven't seen it, you really should. It's a classic 80s movie with all the important stuff that an 80s movie should include, at least in my opinion. You know what's gonna happen, it's fun to watch, and for me that's seen it like what feels like 100 times. I mean, I can talk through the slow part with a friend or, you know, maybe my husband, and we are quiet through the more important parts of the movie. The next movies in this category are Love Actually and the movie The Holiday. So Love Actually, it was a favorite movie of mine for a long time in that type of category. I just love how they have sort of made this story happen, how it develops and how all the story connect to each other. And I think it's a beautiful movie, and it really, you know, it makes me happy and warm-hearted. The Holiday has sort of the same effect on me. That is why I put those two together. It's a little bit more recent than Love Actually. Also, the movie has two of my favorite actresses, Cameron Diaz and Kate Winslet. I think they are amazing. Also Jack Black, I love that guy. He's so funny. I think those two are feel-good movies, romantic feel-good movies that really suits the holiday and the Christmas celebration. So this next movie is my all-time favorite movie of all movies. The Notebook, or as we say in Swedish, Dagboken. Jag sökte dig och fann mitt hjärta. And I cannot praise this movie enough. It is a love story, yes, but I would say it's rather a life story than just a simple love story. It has a realness to it and authenticity that I don't think that you usually see in love stories or that kind of movie. For me, this is an ugly, crying kind of movie, and I actually rather watch it alone, to be honest, so I can cry myself all out. Although I've never ever watched this with anyone that haven't started crying, so you know, it is one of those movies that go straight into your heart. So guys, if you haven't seen this movie, I really recommend you do. If not during the Christmas holiday, then some other time. Turn off your phone, get something nice to eat and drink, and then watch it without any distractions. So guys, that was my list for the Christmas holiday. I have a list in the description below. I would also love to know what your favorite movies are during the holidays. Do you have one? Several? I would love it if you could share it in the comments below. And that was it for me today, guys. If you think I deserve it, give me a thumb up to support me and subscribe if you haven't. Be sure to be a part of my Christmas giveaway. Until I see you next time, guys, have a god jul!